If you like this video, please consider supporting the Oto Kano channel over on Patreon. Thank you! In this episode, we are taking a close look at the Blue Apatite Genuine by Daniel Smith. Apatite, the name, comes from the Greek word apatine, which means to deceive or to be misleading, and that comes from the fact that apatite is quite often mistaken as other minerals. In fact, the person who named the mineral back in 1786 was actually describing a different mineral when he named it. Apatites can come in pale greens, blues to purples. Blue Apatite Genuine, the paint, has a lovely inky blue color that granulates with no sheen or sparkle. It is relatively easy color to re-wet. It has a wide value range and is fun to do monochromatic studies with. Daniel Smith's website says, gorgeous in color, Blue Apatite is a striking mineral that is rarely used in jewellery due to its relative softness. As an artist pigment though, it is fantastic. A dense, rich midnight blue that granulates magnificently on cold or hot pressed papers. Within a wash, nuances of colours are revealed, from inky near black to rich Prussian-like blue. Create a stormy sky in one juicy stroke. Blue Apatite Genuine is a Series 4 colour, excellent in light fastness, transparent, non-staining and granulating. We are back, the paints have dried, and this is Blue Apatite Genuine. It is a lovely inky blue colour and it's a shade darker than the Mayan Blue Genuine we saw in the previous episode. It's a heavily granulating colour, and as you can see, the granulation in the mass tone is quite dark, almost a black colour, and then it kind of phases out into a inky blue granulation. It's so heavily granulating that you can actually see it granulate on the hot press paper, which is impressive. In terms of creating gradated washes, it's relatively easy, but if you put too much water, you can get cauliflowering, so it just takes a little bit of care in your water control. Personally, for me, I think this color looks better in its mass tone or close to the mass tone rather than round here in the middle. I don't think it's the prettiest of colors, and you definitely have less control of where the darkness of the pigment is going to settle. In terms of opacity, it is classified as transparent, and I would agree with that on the black line. In terms of lifting, it is classified as non-staining. However, I disagree with that. I think it is at least a low staining color, if not even like a medium staining color. It's actually impossible to get the paper back to white. In terms of glazing, you can glaze this and you get clear layers, which is really nice. And the more you glaze, the more defined the granulation becomes. In terms of gauzing, as you can see, it creates nice linear design. And you get the nice inky blue line happening in the linear part. And then this nice wash of denim blue or denim indigo in the background. As for salt, it does react a little bit, but it creates this kind of crackly pattern rather than a feathering pattern. So if you are looking for this crackly pattern, it's great. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend using salt with the Blue Apatite Genuine. Water bloom, it actually for a Primatek color reacts quite well to the water bloom, and thanks to its dark hue, you can see the feathering happening a little bit more. So probably one of the better Primatek colors to do the water blooms with. However, it's still not the best color to use these techniques on. Now let's take a look at color mixes, and just to remind you, these are the 12 colors I used, and these are what these 12 colors look like when mixed with Blue Apatite. I have to say it is a lovely mixing color. It mixes really well with all the colors I tried. In terms of complementary color, it's around about the yellow orange, and as you can see, you get this nice yellow ochre color happening with the cadmium yellow orange. I'm really loving how it mixes with the permanent red to create this really dramatic dark red that has a heavy dark granulation. Because it's such a heavily granulating color, it adds a lovely layer of granulation to all colors. The nice thing about this color though is that the granulation, the flocculation that settles on the paper is a little bit of a chameleon, and so you can see here with like the vermilion, it's not just a dark blue color, it's more of a dark reddish color, so it takes on the color of whatever color you're mixing with, which is really nice. So I would say this color is a great one to mix other colors with to get some good texture going. Now let's take a look at Blue Apatite with other colors, and here I have a range of inky bluey colors. There's one color that I'm missing from this, which is the Daniel Smith Indigo. That would have been nice to compare this color with as well. So first we have the Lunar Blue, which is a lot cooler color, more tropical than the Blue Apatite, and the granulation is a little bit more obvious because of that lunar black coming through. Sodalite Genuine is a little bit more indigo-y color than the Blue Apatite. The Blue Apatite is a cooler blue with a little bit of that greeny warmth coming through. Then we have the Mayan Dark Blue, which was a lot darker and a lot more inkier than the Blue Apatite. Mayan Blue Genuine we had in the last episode, as you can see, is a lot lighter than the Blue Apatite. So out of the Primatek range, if you want a blue inky color, then Blue Apatite Genuine is your better bet. Then we have Holbein's Indigo, which was again way too dark. Holbein Prussian Blue, which is just too intense. And then we had the Daniel Smith Prussian Green, Sennelier Indigo, and I watered down the Sennelier Indigo to see how close I can get to the Blue Apatite, and as much as I can get the intensity to match, this blue definitely has more red than the Blue Apatite Genuine does. And I did the same thing with the Holbein Indigo, watering it down here again. But again, you can match the intensity, but the hue is different. It has much more red. So as you can see, Blue Apatite Genuine is actually quite a unique color, and one that is really good if you find the Mayan Blue Genuine to be a little bit too light and you want something with a little bit more punch, then Blue Apatite Genuine is a great alternative. So that was Blue Apatite Genuine. What did you think of this color? I personally really like this color. I prefer the Blue Apatite Genuine to the Green Apatite Genuine, which we will see later in this series. I think if you like dark punchy colors and love heavy granulation, then this color is great. If you don't like granulation though, I think you're going to struggle with this one because it is so strong. It is a lovely mixing color that will produce a nice strong muted palette with the yellows and reds down to the pinks, and then a much brighter palette down here with the blues and greens, and they get to all have this really strong texture going through them. So what did you think of this color? Do let me know in the comments down below. If you have Blue Apatite Genuine already on your palette, then do let us know down below how you like to use this color and what you like to use it for. If you like to give Primatek colors a go, but you're not ready to invest in a whole tube, then you might want to sign up to my Patreon dot cards for this month of October. It is going to be 8 Primatek colors: Rhodonite, Purpurite, Sigillite, Kyanite, Mayan Blue, Blue Apatite, Fuchsite and Jadeite. As you can see, it is loads of paint for you to have a really good try at these colors. If you would like to receive this dot card, then do be sure to be signed up over on my Patreon on the appropriate tiers by 31st of October. There are lots of other rewards though over on my Patreon, so do check it out. It is patreon.com/Oto Oto Kano. If this video was interesting to you, then please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!